we're going hunting today. You gotta be really quiet or the serverless stack is gonna find you and it's gonna get ya. So hey, what's poppin' everyone? So in this video, I have been on a safari recently and I have been on the hunt for something really cool, a really cool way to learn serverless, and I found it. I found this cool site. It's called just serverless-stack.com. I'm not sponsored for anything. I was just looking up like some tools where you can like process payments with serverless and then React, and then boom, it shows you how to build the serverless stack. And then the React stack, and then the AWS. It shows you how to all set it all up, and it is really amazing and it's really free. And I'm going to really show you like the final product of what gets done and like how they go through it, and like it's really awesome. So make sure to click that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And so with that, let the safari begin. And so here we are, serverless-stack.com. I'll put that link in the description. Like I said, completely free, and it'll help you build a full stack, production-ready serverless application. Like it'll go through how you build all the infrastructure, how you make all the HTML and JavaScript. So of course it is in JavaScript because that's the one language if you want to do both, I guess, server side and client side. So you'll need to know that. That's kind of like a prerequisite, and that's probably the only prerequisite to really go through this, because it really shows you everything. And of course it shows you like the million different biggest companies in the world that have read this, and like you can sign up, of course, and I did as well. I signed up because if they have updates, then you would like to know. And look at all this. This is like the itinerary of what they cover. Who's this guide for? Let's just look at that. So full stack developers. So if you really want to be a full stack developer and you don't know where to start, I think this is honestly the best way to start, especially if you like learning from this kind of medium where like you have someone to guide you, or maybe not someone to guide you, but I guess it is someone. Someone did make this. But and then you can see all the cool things. Another cool thing is the changelog. It's getting updated pretty much like it looks like on a around monthly basis, sometimes more. So, and that's really important for especially a tool or a site that really wants to show you how to learn. If it has to be updated, and if it's not being updated, then I would stay away from it, because that's how you know it's forgotten about. The people have not forgotten about this. Like it's just honestly, it's just really good work. I don't think they're getting paid. I mean, I guess they're getting donations from GitHub, and that's probably the only way they're getting paid is from the site. So if you do like it, I mean, I didn't make this, so you can donate to them. So look at this, Amazon, Microsoft. I mean, I'm sure Microsoft wouldn't be using AWS, but yeah. So let me just give you a brief teaser of what's to expect. So like I said, you can see like a preface and your stuff like that. But like I said, it uses serverless as the backend, right? And then of course with serverless, you can do that of course with Microsoft Azure's serverless stuff. But AWS Lambda, very easy to use, and serverless is a framework to use that all together. And some of the cool things, it's like it has DynamoDB, it uses API gateway. I went through all this myself, and I did it yesterday. So it is very, very good, and has very like cool and new stuff about like React, like with React routing. Like if you want to route to certain places, it has a bunch of different error handling. And Cognito. Cognito is one of the reasons why I found this anyways, because it has very good and very informative ways on how it teaches. Like, so for example, it does give you the code, but I mean, it doesn't give you all the code to make like a perfect website, but it will give you the code, which is important if you're starting out. And then of course, every time it gives you code, it will explain. Like for example here, it grabs an email and password and calls Amplify off sign up. By the way, Amplify, AWS Amplify, I didn't know about it until a couple days ago, but it is amazing. Like for like authorization, for setting all that up. Like I'm sure like a lot of companies spend like months to do it. You could do this in like 5 minutes, like at least setting up the Amplify and stuff. That was really cool. Like, and you can set, this is like the example final product. You get like a scratch page. There's sign up functionality, sign in, and like a bunch of different error handling, which is important for a production ready website, which by the way, if you want to deploy to production, you have this whole thing where it'll help you deploy to production and help automate deployments and stuff like that. And it has user pools. So the Cognito, let me show you a little bit about the Cognito user pool, okay? So if you don't know much about Cognito user pools, well, that's okay. This will show you, but it shows you how you can create one, and basically it will allow you to have users use your website, and you don't have to manage all of that. It will just be managed by AWS. So it gives you a step-by-step thing to do. You click Manage User Pool, you click Create a User Pool, you review defaults, you just name the pool. It's so easy, and part of that is because this is kind of really easy to set up on the AWS side. Of course, you can do this like using the, what is it called? You can type it in. You can just SLI. Did I say SLI? I meant CLI, the command line interface. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. So you can use the CLI, and that's the only bad thing. It doesn't really show you too much about the CLI. Of course, it does show you some commands you can use with the CLI. Let me see if I can find them. So it also gives you tests that you can run. So unit tests in serverless, which is important if you want to have a production-ready environment. I mean, it's not 100% required, but it is good to have tests where you can run, and you can run stuff against those tests. And of course, it helps you handle the CORS errors, which is like one of the most biggest problems people have when they use serverless CORS. By default, serverless framework supports CloudFormation to help us configure our API gateway instances through code. Sorry, that was wrong line. So CORS-related issues are one of the most common serverless API errors. That's what I wanted to say. So it will help you solve that issue. So if you have had CORS issues in the past, this is really good like learning to not have them, at least with serverless. So here's what I was saying. It does give you some CLI experience, which is important as well, especially if you want to like do this as like your full-time job. You of course want to be really experienced with the CLI, so you can just do this whenever. All right, I do want to give you an example of the final product, because I can't say something's good if I don't show you the end result of what you get. And I guess I can't show you everything of what you get, because some of what you get is right here in your brain and right here in your heart. But I will show you the physical what you get. So you get this website, Scratch note-taking website, of course. There is sign-up functionality, but I'm not going to show you that because it'll show you my email, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to give you this fake dummy email, which is definitely not my real email. So admin@example.com, some password, right? So log in, and then boom, it'll have you notes, or I don't want to save this, but it'll show you your notes that you might want to take. And this is all saved somewhere in the cloud, on some server off in the distance. But of course, there's settings. It has payment. It has payment working here. Of course, I don't have the payment on hand, but you can do it, and it will work. I just don't have that payment card ready. But you can create a note, which is really cool. I do think the payment part was the coolest part of this. I mean, anyone can do this create note thing. And of course, it uses Stripe for the payments, but let me just show you this note thing. So we can say something like this video, and then it will save it. We can also create an attachment, which is awesome, but I won't do that right now. Boom, it'll have that. We can delete this, or we can delete this other note, and it will delete it. And it's really simple. It's fast. It's straightforward. You can log out, and it handles all the session related stuff with kind of Amplify. Very awesome tool. Would recommend. So yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you liked it, because I really enjoyed this making this website and learning some cool stuff that I didn't think about using before. And it's really up to date. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you liked this video. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.